Besides delivering results as a government, to maintain the trust and support of Singaporeans, we must uphold the high standards of integrity that Singaporeans have come to expect of the PAP. All of us here wear PAP whites, simple, recognizable, symbolizing our commitment to honesty and incorruptibility. This commitment is absolutely non-negotiable. We've maintained it for over 60 years now, rigorously enforcing discipline and keeping the party clean. And we've made Singapore one of the cleanest, least corrupt countries, not just in Asia, but in the world. But it's not always so easy to do. However strict our discipline, however zealous our enforcement, human nature being what it is, somewhere, sometime, someone will be tempted and will go astray. It happened even when Mr. Lee was Prime Minister. There were sporadic corruption cases involving ministers and ministers of state. And recently, as you know, CPIB discovered a case involving a minister, which is currently being investigated. It's particularly when we are tested that we must show our mettle, put our principles into action, regardless of any embarrassment or political cost. Deal with the matter without fear or favour, and get to the bottom of the matter. Show Singaporeans and the world that after half a century in government, the PAP standards remain as high as ever. Singapore is a small place. Our system works. If you do something improper, sooner or later, it will come to light. And when it does, you'll be investigated. And if it is proved that you did something wrong, you are out and consequences will follow. And this applies not just to ministers or to party leaders. We expect the same of every party member. If you wear white, you must be white. Whether in your party responsibilities or private dealings, never bring yourself or the party into disrepute. Do not abuse your position. Do not accept any favours, still less ask for them. It's shameful, it's wrong. Remember, you are a member of the People's Action Party, and the name of the party says it all. Your duty is to serve the people, to act on behalf of the people and never of yourself. It is not just about keeping individual party members and leaders clean. It's also about keeping the whole Singapore system clean. And that includes keeping corrupting influences out of Singapore. Take, for example, the recent spectacular money laundering case. The police arrested a dozen people. They seized nearly $3 billion worth of money, houses, luxury cars, gold bars, watches, handbags, brick bears. I never knew what brick bears was. But now I know. What pleasure does it give people? But some people do. Good luck to them. But if you are going to bring it here, make sure it's a clean brick bear. One journalist asked me recently whether, when we are promoting family offices and our financial industry, we are letting standards slip and in order to attract unclean money to come to Singapore. My answer was, not on your life. We will never let our standards slip. It's not worth it. If we let it happen, if we relax and close one eye and let dirty money in, what will happen to us? The doubtful characters will come, they will spend generously to make themselves appear respectable, to show that they love Singapore, to ingratiate themselves to us, to try to get PR and citizenship. They will cultivate ministers and officials. They'll donate to good causes. They'll make themselves useful in all sorts of ways. You want to renovate your CC? No problem. You need welfare fund? No problem. You need an orchestra? Also can. And very soon our whole system would be tainted and then corrupted. It's not worth it. So that is why when our law enforcement agencies picked up suspicious warning signs 2 years ago, we watched carefully to learn more about the network, and then at the right moment, we swooped down simultaneously and crippled it. We will never let this system go corrupt, and everybody who does business here, whether you are a non-Singaporean or a Singaporean, must know this is how things work in Singapore. Our integrity and honesty must never be compromised, and only in that way can we do justice and uphold the trust that Singaporeans have given us.